Great. Thank you for sitting down with us. So tell me a little bit about the role that you're playing.
So Josh is he's in one timeline he's come back from his second tour. In one timeline he's coming back from his third tour. And this is right in the thick of GWOT, or Global War on Terror, for those who don't know what that is. So things were a lot different, you know. I was a kid during this time period. This is 2008, 2009. This is the middle of Obama's second term, where we're at politically in the world when this show was written. And so I'm singing my part right now. I think that there's just a lot of perspective that's needed for this character. I was looking back at like what was going on in the world, some news articles, some news clippings from 2014, and life is a lot different. This is a lot different.
Right.
You know, this was 2 years from something else happening, it took me a little bit to put my head into that headspace that like people from all across the aisles were serving, because everybody was affected by 9/11.
Yeah.
He was probably my age, or maybe a little younger, maybe 16, 17. I'm 25 now, but like maybe, I don't know, a little younger, 16, 10 years ago. Especially where I think I'm at. But he probably saw 9/11 and wanted to serve. And I think it's interesting. It's really interesting having the perspective change of having to do the research for the show.
Yeah. What was that? What got you passionate about the role? Yeah.
I mean, it's just an interesting time. Like that was like right before things started changing in this country. I feel like before like cult of personalities took over versus like what was actually just going on, right?
Right.
And also, it's just a really beautiful role musically speaking as well. The music in the show is very flowy. It's very beautiful. Lots of long legato phrases, time signature changes, key changes being used in conjunction beautifully. It's a really meaty role. I haven't had to work this hard in a long time. This role is very, very difficult. From what I listen to it, then actually getting into the music, it's a world of difference. But I love it. I love a challenge.
Yeah. So, like, do you have a favorite musical? What would that be?
It's hard because when someone asks me that, I kind of want to say the best musical, but that's not the question. My favorite musical, I think, it could be up there with the best, but I think my favorite has to be Les Miserables.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I grew up loving that musical. Before I even knew how to sing, I always thought I'd be Thénardier because he doesn't really have to sing that well.
Right.
And then when I was like learning to sing, I was scared to be a tenor, so I was like, I'll be Javert forever. And then when I became a tenor, now all of a sudden Jean Valjean, I need to be Jean Valjean, and then now I'm in the age to be like Enjolras, Marius. So my love for Les Mis, I can tell it will be a lifelong story.
Oh, good. Now, you mentioned a few roles. Is there a dream role out there for you, whether it's from Les Mis or from something else? That you think, oh God, I want to play that role at some point in my life?
Yeah, I mean, like, with Les Mis, that'll always be something. So the boring answer would be Jean Valjean.
Right.
Or Enjolras. I love that diva track, right? Like, just go out there, you get the juicy singing parts, and you get to sit backstage, kick your feet up for a lot of it. It's nice.
Right.
But besides Les Mis, I want to do Quasimodo again. I got to do that in college. That's a story I would love to tell over and over and over. I love Quasimodo.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I know many of us have, as we call them, survival jobs out there in the real world. So what do you do when you're not on stage here? What do you do in your real life?
In real life, I'm not in reality. It's the crazy part. In real life, I'm still pretending because I work at Disneyland and I'm in the character department there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I do lookalike characters, sculpted characters. It's okay. It's just explaining what those mean. That's all right. It's just I do some stuff over there, and that's like my survival. Like a lot of actors in LA, in California,
very true.
Go and survive by working at Disney because it's the closest place that gives you insurance.
Right.
That will hire actors. It's nice.
Very, very good point. So now, are there any like hidden talents that you might have? Something that someone might not know that you like to do, or something that you enjoy? Something you can do?
I mean, like sometimes I like to box here and there, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, but
nice.
More things I like to do though. I like to go camping, fishing, stuff like that. I like to try to be outside as much as I can.
Yeah,
it's nice. I mean, when you're in LA, tensions rise when you're just driving on 405 every day, right? I think we all have to drive the 405 to get home, except for you. You're here near here, which is smart. Yeah.
So, like, are you from LA? Are you one of the few natives, or where are you
Not
from?
really. I mean, like when you ask people outside of California, I say I'm from LA, but I guess it's just easier to generalize. But no, I'm from Whittier. I was born.
Okay.
I was born in Whittier. Whittier. My family lives out there. But right now I live out in Corona, Inland Empire.
Oh, you've moved even further east.
I know, yeah.
than Whittier.
But, I live with my girlfriend part of the time out here in the valley.
Oh, nice.
Out here in the valley.
Right.
It's so much closer than driving home, so it feels like I'm like right here. Yeah.
So, I'm kind of curious, what precipitated the move from Whittier to even further east?
So
I know cost is probably some factor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My parents wanted to buy a house, so they went and bought a house out in Corona, like literally March in 2020. So like
nice.
right when COVID happened, we moved. So it was right before houses like blew up again. So really good timing on their part. But yeah, so we just moved out to Corona because the houses were cheaper out there to buy.
Wow. So now, okay, so this gets me thinking. So how is that really, not to get into your business, but how has that affected your relationship? Because you say your girlfriend lives in North Hollywood, and Corona's quite far.
It's very far. Well, it's weird because Anaheim, where I work, is like the almost exact halfway point.
True.
So it's like when I go to work,
true.
if I'm going to drive home, I'll be like, okay, it's 35, 40 miles home or 35, 45 miles to LA. And actually, sometimes traffic's better to get to LA than it is to get to the Inland Empire because the 91 to the 15 right there is horrible.
I know.
Horrible.
Very familiar.
It's disgusting. And so then, it's one of the worst. I almost would rather sit in LA traffic and it's more consistent.
Yeah.
Like LA traffic is consistently bad, but you can almost time the minute sometimes.
That's right.
But to Inland Empire, it's crazy. It's the Wild West out there. So it's a balance. I've had to drive far for theater too. Like I used to work in Irvine in like sales jobs and stuff like that. So from Corona to Irvine, that's like 70 miles too.
Right.
So I think I'm just conditioned. For driving. I like podcasts, so I just put a podcast on. Or if I'm working on a show, I'm practicing music, running lines and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's when I'm driving for Uber Eats, I'm often listening to anything and everything because what else are you going to do in your car?
Music gets old.
Yeah. Switch it up, start listening to interviews and stuff like that. So.
No, seriously.
Last question I have for you is so why should someone come see this production of this show?
I think If Then has a lot of inherently in the writing. I think there's a lot of things that either needed to be pushed forward more or highlighted more because I think the writing treats the audience almost as if they're clairvoyant. Or they're like some of these intricacies and these little tiny details in the writing that just get completely lost. And I think it benefits from being in a black box. I think it benefits the audience being right up in our grill. Just like we can't hide, they can't hide either. Right. They're gonna have to absorb these little plot. Hopefully we're doing it justice. I mean, it's hard to tell until you have an audience there and you get feedback. But there's a lot of things that we're making a lot more clear that I watched this show multiple times on my phone to prepare for this. And until I was in the script reading it, I didn't even catch that. And I'm watching Broadway actors, and I'm like, oh man, on a big stage like that, there's too much going on, and you miss these details, you know? Like, I think Adina, takes a hat off or puts it on, and didn't even notice the difference in it. Or, glasses or whatever it was.
Right, yes, glasses.
But in this production, we're making it so much more clear.
Yeah.
The delineation between Liz and Beth and Elizabeth. It's clear for me, so I really, really, truly hope it comes across to the audience, the differences.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.